Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Talk with the Angelics, where we talk about life as a dancer, choreographer, businesswoman, and woman in general. Today we're going to talk about Luna. We're going to get to know her a little bit more. So, yeah, let's get started. My first question is tell me about your childhood and how you got started into dancing.
I was born and raised in Japan, Saitama Prefecture, Chichibu City, which is a very funny name. It's called Chichibu City. I love my hometown. It's very small countryside, surrounded by the mountain. It's like Colorado Spring.
I love that.
It's definitely not a city side,
Mhm.
but it's above Tokyo, so you can get city side lifestyle, but also countryside lifestyle. Like
Mhm.
it's very diverse. It's very nice. I'm very thankful that I grew up there. And then I started dancing when I was 6 years old. That's when I got into the studio that I grew up. It's called the Studio Fits. Shout out to them. It's still there in my hometown. And yeah, but I was dancing before I getting into the studio. It's because of my friend's mom were um looking for kids who can be in her local dance team. Eventually, we stopped doing it, but I was in that team for like few years before getting into the studio life, and then yeah, that's my like starting of as a dancer who is in the studio, like the dance studio.
Mhm.
So I was started taking ballet because it was like a requirement, like you have to take ballet because it's a basic, and I'm
Mhm.
very thankful about that. I
Oh,
was
for
like,
sure.
thank God I was doing a ballet, and then I started with the jazz, so I wasn't even hip hop dancer, and then when I turned into like 9 years old, 10 years old, I started taking hip hop class. I loved it.
Mhm.
Um, the reason why I started taking hip hop classes was because we had this opportunity to go to South Korea. I think I talked about it in another episode. Um, I was basically like traveling around with the studio here and there, China, Korea. I came here when I became like 18 years old or something like that, like to the Washington D.C.
Mhm.
So I started traveling as a dancer quite early age, and I'm very thankful about that. But in that production, we had like kind of hip hop dance. So I had to start taking hip hop class, and I auditioned them and I got the role. And pretty much I was just doing whatever the director throws me in that studio life. They had a very nice like opportunities, like doing the competition, going to abroad as a dancer, doing a commercial. I actually did a
That's
commercial too. Oh
nice.
my gosh, like all the
Okay, I didn't know
old
about that
memories
either.
coming out. I
Wow.
did a commercial for milk.
Milk.
Like got milk.
Yeah, it's like
Which is
promoting the
cute.
milk. Like
That's cute though.
you should drink a milk because your bones are gonna be stronger or whatever.
Oh.
But yeah, and I did a radio. So I feel like it was pretty much being out there from the early age, which I'm very thankful for. Shout out to my parents too. And also the studio. But yeah, and then professional world, I don't think I was getting paid at the age of 9. Maybe my mom was. I don't know. But I think the first paid that I got was when I turned to 18, 19. I had an opportunity to go to South Korea for PyeongChang Olympic. And that was the first time I got like the professional job.
Nice.
And we did like an opening ceremony for the Winter Olympic, next to the ice skating rink. Yeah, it was
That's
very fun. But
nice.
yeah, that's how I got into it.
That's really cool. I feel like you have so many experiences.
So many
Mhm.
random things.
Yeah, like you got to travel at a young age and kind
Yeah.
of get used to just that professional life.
For
And
Mm-hmm.
I think
sure.
it's really cool.
And
For
I
sure.
wasn't even understanding what professionalism is, but yeah, I was doing whatever it throws me in. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
did you have a lot of friends in your childhood that had this same passion for you as dancing, or was it kind of just you went full
Yeah.
throttle and they were just here and there?
I had around 20 students on my same year. Like
Mm-hmm.
same, what is that called?
Like grade level or like
Yeah, like
Right.
rookies or like
oh
Mm-hmm.
second year or
I
something like
see.
that in the studio. I had 20 people, and as we grow up, kind of like, people are slowly going away, going for the high school, going into a great college, which is like, that's their life. But when I at the age of 18, I only had me and also my best friend. So we
Mm.
were the two
Oh,
person who kind of like stay in the studio life
Well, that's
wow.
up
cute.
until 18 years old. And then yeah, but during that time of like 9 years old, 10 years old, I think we had the most people who are very passionate about dancing.
Right.
And I feel like that's when I grew so much
Mm-hmm.
because we were so competitive. And the director of the studio, she'd be doing all the auditions in the studio, like to go to the abroad stage or like
Mm-hmm.
do competition piece. Like she would be picking a people from that huge amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were very competitive, but as life happens and
Right.
people walked away from the dance lifestyle. But I always wanted to stay in the dance industry. So I,
Right.
Mm.
I was the I was the last one that who stayed in that studio in my age.
That's
So
Wow.
yeah.
awesome.
It is.
And that leads me to my next question. What kept you inspired and what keeps you inspired now to keep on dancing?
Back then in the studio, since I had so many people leaving the studio, it kind of made me sad,
Mm-hmm.
but also I got to work with more older people,
Mm-hmm.
like my teacher or like someone who auditioned from outside and got the role for the Olympic and stuff like that. I feel like it's because I stayed there for so long. They gave me opportunity to be out there too
Mm-hmm.
when I turned like 17, 18. So I got to like see all of like dancers from Tokyo or like other, prefecture too, and someone who is in the huge production in Japan and like stuff like that. So those people inspire me a lot. And actually one of the person, he was traveling around like nationwide, like to abroad and inside of the Japan as well. Um, he was like, if you wanna, be in this industry, like travel around and be outside of Japan and do dancing, you should come join us and stuff like that. And that's the like that. I still remember the moment when he was like took my hand and said that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's kind of inspired me to keep going and also start thinking about coming here.
Mm.
But right now it's you guys, obviously. Like dance, like making dance piece together, making
Mm-hmm.
choreography together, doing heels. Like even, oh my goodness, I've never thought I would be doing heels. But yeah, you guys inspire me a lot, and I love that we are so diverse. And at Dallas Cowboys too, we are so diverse, and it taught me a lot. So yeah, that inspires me a lot.
What I know you're talking about you came to the States when you were
Mm-hmm.
18, is that said?
I was, yeah. The Washington D.C.
Oh
I
yes.
was 18. Yeah,
Okay. And then like you came to DCRB.
the age of it was 2022, so I must be 23.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How was that like transition? Because a
Gosh,
whole different
It's
country?
crazy.
It was craziest decision that I've ever made in my life, and also I actually tried to come here on 2020, but the COVID happened, so I wasn't financially stable. I couldn't come over here, so I actually auditioned for DCRB Dallas Cowboys. Auditioned them. I actually talked to Jenny, the director of the Dallas Cowboys. I talked to Jenny. I went to the interview round, and then I had to withdraw. I
Mm.
told her like, hey, I can't get the visa. I can't come over
Mm-hmm.
there. So I retried 2022.
Okay.
The whole visa process was hectic, like financial wise,
So much.
Yeah.
mentally,
Mm-hmm.
physically I was like, try to be more fit and like, build the stamina. But yeah, it was it was a stressful. I don't want to go through that again actually. I mean, I'm going through another phase of like, visa process and everything, but it was more like a myth. Like I didn't know anything about here, and also like making a life out of dancers. Like in general, it's crazy hard work, but I
Right.
had to do it from like currency is different. I can't use my yen to like dollars, and also the rate was crazy back then. It was like I'll if I transfer my yen to dollars, I'll be like losing nearly half of the money.
That's
It
crazy.
was, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I
Yeah.
know.
Jeez.
It's a whole calculation, but it was hard.
Yeah.
And being away from my friends and family was hard too.
I was about to ask
Yeah.
that because I just thinking about it now, I feel like that's the hardest thing that would be like it would be
Yeah,
hard to let go for sure.
it
And then just go
was.
out in the unknown or somewhat of the
Yes.
unknown.
Yeah, that was
So that's
hard.
a very big move on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we're glad
thanks.
you did because
I
you're here with
know,
us right
thank
now.
Right.
you. I know just thinking about it makes me emotional, so I don't want to think about it right now. But like saying goodbye to my family was the
Yeah.
hardest
Yeah.
decision.
No,
But deciding to follow my dream was the easiest decision that
for
I've ever
sure.
made. Yeah.
And I feel like the years that you've been here, you've obviously grown so
Learned a
much.
lot
Learned a
from the
lot.
system of the government here,
Yes,
Yeah.
all of
how
it.
to make from like literally from how to get the social security number.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't
Right.
know about social security number and I was like,
Really?
what is that number? I
Yeah.
was so shocked by it because that means government are like categorizing us by numbers.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the
Kinda crazy.
system?
What?
We're a number.
I know, and the making bank account too.
Yeah.
I didn't have a credit score. Like there's no credit score
So
in
you were learning
Japan.
so
Really?
much.
No.
Wow.
No, they be letting you rent the money for free and like not even checking anything. Yeah, I
That's
know. I know. I mean, yes, you have to go through like some of the part, like some of the background check or whatever,
right.
but we don't have credit score or
Right.
anything. So you can get a loan really easily.
That's crazy.
I know. But yeah, I had to learn all the life system here
Yeah.
too, not just about dancing, but
Ooh,
also like life
good
general.
for you.
That was whole another
I'd be having
learning.
like an anxiety attack every day.
Oh
I'd be like,
God.
what?
Yeah,
Wow.
but hopefully I can help those people out there who wants to like going to the path that I did,
Right.
I went through. So that's why I always like, um, using YouTube and stuff.
Hmm.
I want to help those people too. So yeah, I want to keep doing that too.
All right, this is one of my last questions, maybe like two
Okay,
together, but
okay.
what are your next goals as a dancer? And then also talk about a little bit more of your interests outside of dance as well.
Um, my goal, my goals, God. I feel like this is the like my first time not having a goals, like clear goals, because before becoming a Dallas Cowboys Rhythm and Blue dancer, that was the goal.
Hmm.
And it kind of like it's very weird for me not to having those type of like, okay, this is the team that I want to go for. This
Right.
is the state that I want to go for. But right now, I'm more focused on expanding my possibility and like taking different genres classes. That's why I think you already know, but I'm taking ballroom classes for the first time every single Wednesday, taking heels class, doing the heels with you guys, learning a
Hmm.
lot from you. But yeah, I've been loving the new journey and I don't know where it takes me, but
And that's
I would,
okay.
yeah, and that's okay. That's
Yeah.
whole process. And I would love to do like artist backup dancer in the future too. But I think I told you before, I've never seen like the production with artists with the backup dancers. I've
Mhm.
never been to a concert like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I've never felt like, oh my gosh, I want to be a backup dancer because I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so I don't have the passion yet. But I feel like if I seen one or two, like Beyonce or like
Oh, for
Usher
sure.
or Neo, or I don't know whoever,
Yeah.
or Ariana Grande, Sabrina Carpenter, I think if I see it in the person, one or two, I think that'll give me another passion in the future.
Mhm.
But yeah, the interest,
Yes, other interests outside of
yes, y'all know I love content creation, and that's my other title that I have right now. I opened up my marketing agency, and I've been helping a lot of like small business owners,
Mhm.
influencers, corporate company to create content for them so that they can post them weekly, monthly.
Mhm.
But it it connects in a way to dancing as well, because being creative is my passion. Like I
sure.
love creating choreography. I love creating, like, think about the formation and listening to the music and like bring the idea to the life.
Mhm.
And I think that's the same thing for content creation as well. So yeah, I just love the process of like think about the idea, designing,
Mhm.
creating from the zero, and like editing the video, which a lot of people don't like editing a video,
Right.
but I found it so relaxing.
Really?
I know it's crazy.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, definitely from the outside looking in, I can definitely tell you love doing that, which you're a whole different breed for that.
I know not
But
everyone loves it, but
no, but you're amazing at it.
thank
And
you.
go check that out, please.
Revolution Marketing.
Yes.
Thanks, you remember?
She's like, of course we remember. We follow you and
Thank
everything.
you. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yes, but go
because I've never
support our
talked about
girl
it.
for sure.
So,
Yeah. But
thanks.
you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you all for listening. We're going to wrap this up. Make sure to like, subscribe, everything. You guys have anything else to say?
I don't think so.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Right.
Ask us some questions in the comments, and then hopefully we get back to you. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.